Hello, my Grexters, or as a recent edit on my YouTube Shorts said, my army. Today is actually a Doctor Who video because Warner Bros. Has shown interest in making a 2028 Doctor Who movie. Now, I don't know, if this is purely facts, if it's going to be any good, but Doctor Who could be getting a Warner Brothers movie or a movie franchise. And this is literally after the disaster, and I'm going to say this slightly, the disaster of a era that was the Shooty Gatwa Disney Plus RTD 2 era. Now, I know some people are going to be like, but I just came into that era. That's why it was disastrous. And I know a few people are going to have their opinions about it and have their theories and fan theories. But that is the point. People are scared about Doctor Who. I remember, because this figure is from the Matt Smith era. It was Matt Smith and Amy. They were in town, and it's the Carlo Tech. It was Stephen Moffat, and I'm going to say it. Matt Smith and Peter Capaldi was the last time we ever got good Doctor Who. And since then, it just went downhill. Chris Chibnall is the reason it went downhill. And people don't say that lightly. People I know don't say, oh, Doctor Who fell off quite lightly. They say it when there's no hope. And at the minute, Doctor Who doesn't have hope. We're falling into this endless whirlpool. It's going to be a wild ride. Now, this came after I'm going to say it, this came after a Reddit leak happened. You know, Reddit. We don't really believe Doctor Who leaks. But what if we have to believe this one? I mean, the facts are here, and I am willing to believe my life on it that we have a really insane Doctor Who movie franchise that could launch the show back onto TV. Oh, why? Just go. So, like I was saying, Doctor Who is failing, and some people have actually said we're facing another wilderness years. We're facing another 1990s. That means we're dire. I don't think Doctor Who's got much hope. If we had much hope, we'd be having a Christmas special. We'd still have a showrunner. But no, we don't have hope. Because a couple of bad decisions by the BBC, maybe a bad decision by Disney. But Doctor Who is actually failing. It's properly failing. I don't say that lightly. And I know no other Doctor Who YouTuber has said that lightly. But Doctor Who is failing. We've got no recollection of Doctor Who ever coming back to our screen apart from the rumoured Warner Brothers movie franchise. Now, we have also got Sony wanting to join in the mix, but that could ruin it. We already seen how Sony messed up with the Sonic movie franchise, arguably one of the worst CGI game characters there ever was. And then the BBC are like, oh, I know, we partner with this. Now, Warner Brothers made Doctor Who and Looney Tunes movies, so they could be good. But Sony, they've failed on multiple accounts of movies. I don't think that is going to save Doctor Who. It's like someone saying, I'm just going to film Doctor Who in my shed. That is the state of Doctor Who right now. Doctor Who is failing. And I don't say, oh, it's failing, we're not going to get Doctor Who back again. Because we probably are going to get Doctor Who back again. But not as we know it. And yes, I guess you could say, wait. What is this about Doctor Who and it failing? Well, I'm going to hold the camera like this so you can actually see. Doctor Who is actually failing. If you can honestly say, oh, Doctor Who is gonna survive, I doubt it's gonna survive. 1 year without Doctor Who will soon lead to 2 years without Doctor Who, then 3, then 4, then 5, then 6. Before we've got until we've got no Doctor Who series whatsoever. And yes, I am going to show off that I do have a Doctor Who poster, but that might be outdated when we lose Doctor Who. Oh, my tripod always falling over. Comedic value and all that. Anyway, that might be. I have to tilt my. Oh, God. Sorry about that. I need to really focus on getting better equipment. Right. What is it with this desk and having to tidy up? Right. Just put it all on there. There you go. That way. So, like I say, Doctor Who's in a bit of a tight spot. Like a really tight spot. Like, we don't know when the show is coming back. And if it does come back, it probably won't be the same. We're in a really bad spot for a show that's loved by many, many people. And for a show like Doctor Who, that is seriously bad. And I need to stress, I have been a Whovian since I was young, since the early Matt Smith days. And this is even worrying me. It's even worrying Mark Gatiss, who wrote Doctor Who. We are facing a really unprecedented thing of Doctor Who leaving. If Doctor Who goes, then we lose a cultural impact. If the movie franchise fails, the BBC loses its money. It's that serious. It's really that serious. And yes, I am going to make this an hour video, not a 5-minute video. This is an hour video just going over what this could mean for Doctor Who. It's probably not going to allow me to do like an hour, but just know Doctor Who does not look at all very hopeful. It looks like it's going to fail, and it probably is going to fail. Like, this is like everything. You search Doctor Who up and it comes up with the Instagram post or the X post or David Tennant saying he's going to come back. Well, David Tennant did say he was going to come back, but not in like, he would come back in the movie if they made the movie, not like the show. And think of Doctor Who like a pack of cards. The higher number you get is the higher number. So let's get this pack of cards out. So let's say Ace is Doctor Who not coming back. Now I'm gonna just so let's just say Ace. Oh, let's just shit. Why do I keep doing that? I know this is a bit of an unsteady way of filming, but I'm having to do this to get views. Oh shit. Anyway. At least that's gonna work. So let's just say 1 is Doctor Who returning and a Queen. So 1 is Doctor Who not returning and a Queen is Doctor Who definitely returning. At the minute, we're in between a Queen and an Ace. Funny enough, this is called Ace. And Wilderness Years had a companion called Ace. So that would say we're at 5. We're 5% sure or 50% sure if Doctor Who's coming back. Half say Doctor Who isn't coming back. Half say it is. We're 5 or 50% sure. Or 50 out of 100% sure. Now, that is a problem for the show, because a gap like is currently going is going to lose fans. I probably am going to use this point until the Doctor Who movie to say that my posts won't be so Doctor Who orientated, because how can you be a Doctor Who orientated channel if the future is uncertain? Like, you can be hopeful, you can be smart, intelligent, all that shit, but if that niche goes away, then what have you got like to post? Because there's no like news or reviews of new episodes, because no news means no new episodes or no information. Like, that is what is worrying Whovians right now, and I cannot begin to say how worrying it is. for channels like mine that have spent maybe months or years doing Doctor Who related news only for the show to be axed. Now, I'm not here going to slate Russell T Davies. He left on his own accord. Or so that's what people say. He left on his own accord. It isn't his fault. Well, it is Disney money's fault. Greed makes people do all sorts of things. You've seen it with Piper McKell. I know it's not Doctor Who related, but you saw it with Piper McKell's mum. I'm gonna dare say Salish Matter's father. This is mindset. It's like YouTubers. Once a program, like a company behind a program, starts getting greedy and money hungry, they will stop caring about the fans. They will instead start caring about what generates more money. What gets more money to the audience, to profit the station. And that is where the lovable brand only becomes a product for the company. It's like, I'm going to say it, Coca-Cola. They started off fresh. It was owned by a local businessman. But then Coca-Cola went on to become their own company, which that in itself is actually pretty impressive. But it started becoming the product. Costa got bought by Cola, and Costa then became Cola's product. It's like Doctor Who had become the BBC's product. You see how fans aren't saying it's a show anymore. They're saying it's a product, a cash grab for the BBC. And that is what happens when big corporations start trying to grab audiences that lost interest when things started going downhill. It's not the same anymore. It's changed. There's no wholesome Doctor Who anymore. It's all just woke political nonsense. I can't stand and just watch or a program I've watched since I was a kid goes down the drain. And that is why I might have to focus this channel on other things that aren't Doctor Who. Like, I'm going to, after this, record a video about the Hollywood Arts show on Netflix, because that's related to Victorious, which died but has got revamped into something new, which could potentially be a big money spinner. But this is the thing. We're pushing this algorithmic slop to them. You heard what Disney did. They allowed AI on Disney Plus, and look what happened there. Now look at Doctor Who. They've turned into a slop. It's a slop thing now. You can't trust the BBC with Doctor Who anymore. Outer tender is just a basic way of saying might be cancelled later. And I try to stay optimistic with the show and my channel being focused on the show. But how can you be focused on a show that's essentially lost its magic? Like and subscribe to Greg Stewart TV or Greg Talks. Thank you for watching.